In relation to the issue of CPF, this was just mentioned barely in passing, and the Workers' Party has also spoken about that. I believe that we have the right to spend the money, our money, any way we want it, whenever we want it. I believe also that we can do anything we want, whenever we want. But when what we do is going to have a foreseeable effect or cause foreseeable loss or injury to another person, there is merit for us to argue that that right has got to be circumscribed. And so, in relation to the use of CPF monies, we have heard proponents or people who say, proponents who argue that CPF money is theirs. It's our money, it's in our account, it's our retirement money. I want it out, I will spend it any way we want. Fine. Is it our money? I'm not sure if I want to go into legalese, and I certainly don't want to argue about ownership rights. Our CPF savings are enhanced and forced CPF savings, which are accumulated through our own deferred consumption, through co-payment by our employers, and through top-ups from public funds. Is it really my private money? Do I have the right to spend it the way I would spend my own salary? I'm not entirely sure. But I know at the end of the day that because I am not the only person contributing to that fund, I cannot be the only person to call the shots as to how I'm going to spend it. At the very least, I have a moral obligation to spend it wisely. Why do I say that? Because if I am not judicious in my spending, at the end of the day, who is going to maintain me in my twilight years? The state? Who? Ultimately, it means someone else is bearing it, right? Another taxpayer. So if I'm not judicious and I'm arguing, this is my money, I'm not going to be responsible in my use. And if I argue, this is your money, you use it any way you want, I'm not responsible as a citizen. There is also the role of the family too. We talk a lot about educating the members as to how they can withdraw their money, how they should use or should not use. But there must be a lot more education on whether or not the family should support their retirees, support their parents in the retirement. Is that going to feature when we allow the flexibility in the withdrawal? Madam, I have great unease, and I cannot support this recommendation that we allow such flexibility to the people. I have unease because I think we are placing a very great fiscal obligation upon our future generations, living off what our forefathers have built for us. So we have, in conclusion, Madam, a budget that is arguably very generous and for which I am also very thankful. We have a budget that has been praised and approved as being leaning to the left. But I would also argue that if we lean too much to the left, we will not have much left. So what I will want to also then end up with and conclude, Madam, is that when we talk about collective responsibility, we need to understand that collective responsibility must also be exercised responsibly on a collective basis as well as a personal basis. So when the government talks about redistributing wealth, we welcome that. Then the people who are going to be implementing the schemes, conducting the training, doing the assessments, and evaluating the curriculum and whatever we are doing, the people who are dispensing the funds have to exercise personal responsibility to ensure that there is no wastage. There will always be inevitable leakage. The people who benefit also have to ensure personal responsibility in acting with integrity, in their claims for the money. When we talk about personal choice, choice always comes with responsibility. Benefits come with obligations. And when we exercise our personal choice, there is a price to be paid. And Madam, I submit that price should not be paid by someone else. And with that, I support the motion.